Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be making these adorable beaded pumpkin keychains. This is one of many different beaded keychain patterns that I have on my YouTube, so if you haven't seen the other ones, please check them out. They are just as adorable and easy and super cute as this one. So just in line with all the other ones, these beads are added right at the beginning of the pattern. You don't need to know any kind of fancy stitches, but you still get the fancy outcome at the very end. Let's get started. Here is everything we're going to need to make our own pumpkin keychains. So we have two different colors of yarn here. Today I'm using Hobby Rainbow 8/4 cotton. I think it's a weight 2 yarn. It's a lot smaller than what I would normally use. Normally I would use the Hobby 8/8, which is a weight 3, kind of bordering a weight 4. But I didn't have this beautiful orange color in that one. So I'm just going to be double stranding this, but find preferably a cotton just because it doesn't fuzz with your hands, and you know, keychains get a lot of use, so you want something that doesn't fuzz. But if all you have is acrylic will work fine too in a weight 3 or 4. Okay. We also have our darning needles. We have our pony beads here, so we need 6 of these. These are the standard 9mm by 6mm with a 4mm hole. Okay, we need a pair of scissors, our key rings, and I use split ring pliers to put our keychains together, but you can use your fingers too if you don't have those available. And then lastly, we have our 4mm crochet hook. Let's get started. Okay, so starting with just our beads and our pumpkin colored yarn, we're going to use our needle here, and we are going to get our beads in place first. So go ahead, grab your 6 beads and thread them onto your yarn. Oops. Okay, and that's it, they're in place. That's all we need to do with the beads. Go ahead and tie it into a knot. Give yourself a bit of a tail. We're going to use it for tying off later. And we're just going to do a double knot here. Okay, now looking at this, just to start, it's super snug. So there's no give to it and it won't hold its shape well. So I'm just going to go ahead and loosen it up just a bit until it's nice and wiggly, just like that. So basically we're going to be placing stitches in between each of these beads, and we want to make sure there's enough room for those stitches. So that looks good to me. Let's grab your hook, and we are going to insert right through the center and pull up our working strand into a loop just like this. Now we can start. So we're going to start with a chain 3 and a single crochet between the next 2 beads. Make sure that your working strand is also going between those beads as well to keep your stitches nice and snug, just like that. Okay, chain 3 and single crochet, and we're going to repeat this all the way around. Chain 3, single crochet. Ooh, got a little piece of fluff on my nose. There's always like stuffing fluff floating around my house, I feel like. It always seems to find its way to my nose. Okay, and then our last single crochet is going to go right where we tied our knot. So that's what we look like here. So our 6 beads, if you gave yourself enough slack between all of the beads here, you'll see that they form just like a nice solid circle like that, but they're not crunching and like holding a weird shape. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the pumpkin shape. So now we're only going to be working in these chain 3 spaces. So in our first chain 3 space, we're going to work a single crochet, a half double crochet, and 2 double crochet. Okay, in the next chain 3 space, we're going to work 4 double crochet. For tension on these stitches, I hold a really tight tension normally, so I'm loosening it up just a little bit. See? Okay. Into the next chain 3 space right here, we are going to be doing a double crochet. Half double crochet, and 2 single crochet. Into the next space, 2 double crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet. Into the next space, 4 double crochet. Okay, into our last space here, we are going to be doing 2 double crochet, half double crochet, and a single crochet. Okay, so that's what we look like here. Now we're going to be changing into our green yarn. So there's one of 2 ways you can do it. Okay. And the way that I've done mine here is I'm going to be doing a color change and then just working straight into the green. And I'm going to show you that after as well. If you don't like, there's just like this one tiny little bar here that overlooks the green and the orange. If you don't like having that there and you think that looks messy, then go ahead, slip stitch right now. Okay, and then attach the green separately. Personally, I kind of like the way that when I do the color change, it forces the stem off to the side. I think that's kind of cute. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the color change like that. Okay, so grab your stem color. Okay, and we are going to work a slip stitch into not the first stitch here of the same round that we just did, but we're going to back into this single crochet right here. So this is actually the last single crochet of round 2. Okay, not the first single crochet of round 3. So in here, insert your hook and pull up a loop with your green. Give yourself a tail. And we're going to pull this through. Okay, so now we are officially working in green. We'll tighten up these back strands afterwards. And we're just going to go ahead and work in our green. So we're going to chain 4. Okay, and then slip stitch 3 back down, starting in the second stitch from the hook. I like to work into the back loop only. Okay, and then to attach back to our pumpkin, we are going to go into not the same stitch where we attached, but the next one adjacent. So this is the first stitch of round 3. You slip stitch in there and fasten off. Okay, fasten off is just yarn over and pull it all the way through. Okay, let me move a few things out of the way here and then we'll clean this up. Alrighty, so if you haven't already, let's go ahead and we're going to cut off our orange. Okay, so now our keychain is completely loose and we are going to start weaving in our ends. So let's start with our orange ends. So I'm going to take where we fastened off for our color change and take that. For you, it'll be 1 strand. And I'm going to bring this down through these stitches right where our other strand starts. We're going to meet them together. Okay, and you can see with the color change, as I'm pulling on this yarn, it's kind of like turning my stem to the side, which I like. I think that's cute for a pumpkin. Okay, and we are going to knot these together. just in a double knot. Okay, and now my orange is secure. So now all I have to do is just weave my ends and just kind of sink them into these stitches here. If you don't want to knot them together, you can just weave back and forth and really seat it in there as well. But for me, I like to take the easy way out and I like to knot them together first so that I don't have to weave them back and forth. Okay, so there's the first strand, we'll cut that off. And the second. Done quite a lot of these beaded keychain patterns now. If you haven't already checked out some of the other ones, I have a whole playlist for the beaded keychain. So I will, if I can figure out how to do it, I will pop it on the video here where you can find the playlist. And if you have worked some of them, the other ones before, I'd love to hear in the comments which one has been your favorite so far. Okay, so now we're gonna work the green one. The green one's a little tricky if you're not knotting these together because all you have to do to weave it in is just this like little tiny chain. So I would suggest knotting them together first if you can. Here we go. Okay, and I'm going to bring this to the back just the same way I did with the orange, having them meet in the back here so that I can tie them together. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the orange, and I'm going to just sink it in these stitches as well. I'm not so worried about them coming apart because I've already knotted them together. Just going to even this up. Okay. Get that in there. And we'll trim off our excess here. There we go. And that is what we look like. Super cute. Let's go ahead and attach our key ring. So this is where the pliers come in handy. Add these together here. And then I'm going to put my key ring in the same stitch where we slip stitched at the very end with our stem. Just like that. And that is it, my friends. I hope that you guys enjoyed making your very own pumpkin keychains. I do make new videos every Thursday. Most of them are little tutorial videos like this. Sometimes they're a little bit bigger with snugglers. We've got a whole array of different stuff. So if you haven't already, subscribe, and I will see you at the next one. Bye.